Hello, fellow residents of Tamriel. It is the Beeve, and today's video here is on a Magic and Nightblade. I am really enjoying the Nightblades right now with their ability to um, increase critical chance. You have the ability to stack crit damage pretty well with a Nightblade, and I'm actually using a Khajiit here because the Khajiit gets that bonus to critical damage done. And so even on a Mage tune like this, this Khajiit is very viable. You'll see that here in a few minutes, honestly. But I like how this is set up right here. It's a little bit different than what I would normally do. So let's first off just go over inventory. We are using the Medusa set. This is a heavy armor set out of Arx Corinium. Since it's heavy armor, you want the staves and the jewelry for this. Now, if you don't want to go trying to farm this, I don't blame you. I really don't. I don't blame you one bit. It is it's a pain to farm sometimes. Like you could definitely use Mother Sorrow instead of this if you wanted to. You get the same exact critical rating type of output from Mother Sorrow. The difference is Mother Sorrow has a line of Maximum Magica where the Medusa has the minor force up at all times, increasing your critical damage by 10%. If you have the ability to get minor force, like if you're using like channeled acceleration, or you're running with a healer that has Twilight Remedy that's giving you minor force from hitting their synergies, then you can definitely go with Mother Sorrow. If you don't have those things available, then Medusa is a good option. The other set we are wearing is False Gods. Um, this is not perfected by any means. As you can see, I'm not wearing any perfected pieces here. This is just line of spell critical, minor slayer, line of spell critical, and reduce the cost of your magicka abilities by 8% and returns magicka to you when something that you have damaged dies. And you get major exposition for 8 seconds as well after something dies also. This is a very popular set for like arenas and stuff like that. It helps keep your magicka up in arenas and it lets you move around pretty quick. But on this build right here, it works pretty well also. All of my body pieces are in Divine with maximum Magicka glyphs on them. I am using Zaun. And I am using the Maelstrom Inferno staff. I'm using Inferno staves here because we're going to be doing a lot of direct damage, a lot of spammable direct damage. So I want that Inferno staff. I do have it in precise to make sure that I'm getting a little bit more uh, spell critical, critical chance out of the whole ordeal as well. Champion points, red and green. Do what you want. Blue. I have 20 points in Eldritch Insight for 520 more maximum magicka. I have my precision maxed out for 640 critical chance. I have 10 points in my piercing, just so I can open up my deadly aim and my thaumaturge and get them maxed out. Thaumaturge is damage over time. Deadly aim is single target damage, direct damage. I do have fighting finesse for 10% more critical damage done, and backstabber for 15% more critical damage done when you are flanking or standing behind a target. The backstabber, the fighting finesse, the deadly aim, and the thaumaturge are all what we have slotted and active on the champion bar right now. Rotation is it's not that bad. Ability first. I'm using Blockadifier instead of Exploding Wall. I want this blockade to stay down for that 14 seconds so that I'm on that Medusa bar as long as I possibly can, and I am using my spammables. My spammables are where I'm doing all my damage. So you'll see that here in a minute. I am using Twisted Path. This is just about 1800 damage, almost 1900 damage a second for 12 seconds. I am using Debilitate. This isn't a big damage thing by any means. It's only doing little under 1300 or 13,000 over 10 seconds. I mean, it's going to crit and not do terrible by any means, but I like this here for the minor magic steal. Um, that is literally why it's here. The minor magic steal is pretty nice. Now, wearing the false gods and having our siphoning strikes doesn't necessarily make it necessary, to be honest with you. But if you change out like the false gods to put on something else, like I used Master Architect with this build as well, and it worked very well also. So this debilitate is kind of nice to have to get that minor magic steal if you're not wearing the false god. But I'm still leaving it on here anyway. I'm using siphoning attacks. This is just giving me some health for my light and heavy attacks, and it's giving me um, magicka back for every light and heavy attack as well. I have Reaper's Mark on here. This is kind of flexible. I'm not using this ability on here. It's just here for the extra crit chance for having an assassination ability slotted. And I'm using Soul Harvest. This is my ultimate. 12,000 magic damage and increase your damage against the target by 20% for 6 seconds. Plus it also applies Major Defile. And while it's slotted, if you kill it, anytime you kill something, you gain 10 ultimate, so you get ultimate back pretty quickly in trash mobs and whatnot. I have that on both bars, actually. On my on my main bar here, I am using Merciless Resolve. This is the Spectral Bow. You know, after 5 light attacks, it turns into a bow that you can shoot off, and it does a ton of damage. You know, 14,000 damage this thing does. So, a lot of damage. Big damage dealer. And heals you for 50% of the damage it does as well, so that's huge also. I'm using Concealed Weapon. This is 7,065 magic damage. And when you attack from a flank with it, you stun the enemy and set them off balance. Also, movement speed is increased while sneaking or invisible when this is slotted also. I'm using Impale. This is just the Nightblade executability. Then I have my Lotus Fan and on here as well. This is just here for the critical chance. This is fun to play with every now and again, but I'm not really using it too often, to be honest with you. I do have Siphoning Strikes on this bar as well, mainly because this is a siphoning ability, and if you have a siphoning ability attached to your on your bar, you are getting 8% more max magicka. So this gives me a good bit of max magicka to play around with. And then once again, like I said before, Soul Harvest is on both bars. I think my food wore off. It did. Yeah, the damage changed on those. My food wore off. Let me get I am using the Ghastly Eyeball for the Max Magicka and Magicka Recovery, if I didn't already say that. When we look at our character sheet here, all points are in Magicka. 33,000 maximum Magicka, 21,000 maximum health, 13,000 maximum stamina. Our Magicka Recovery is sitting at 1631. Our spell damage is 2857, a 38.9 spell critical rating on the Maelstrom bar, and spell penetration at 8,019. When I bar swap, one thing you'll see change is that spell critical. That spell critical just hopped into the 55% range. When I hit a potion, it goes to 67%, I think it is. So we're getting a lot of crits out of this build right here, and they're stacking really nicely with all our critical damage stacking that we have going on. Rotation is very simple. It's light attack blockade, light attack twisting path, light attack debilitate, light attack siphoning attack. Then I'm going to bar swap. Uh, as long as I have my Merciless Resolve up at the start, I can light attack and the spectral bow will be ready. Then I can blow it off, and then I can do concealed weapon, light attack, concealed weapon, light attack, concealed weapon. Do that 5 times. Then I can shoot off my spectral bow again, bar swap back, and start over. So you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. So let's apply. For God's sakes, didn't mean to do that. But holy cow, this thing lasts forever. Now we gotta wait for this guy to not be mad anymore. Come on. There we go. Reset you. So I'm gonna apply Major Breach here, as if I had a tank sticking him with Pierce Armor, just to get a little bit more penetration. Let's go. Execute phase, so we're going to execute. Lay my dots back down again here real quick. Get back right into this execute phase again. And there we go. 40,522. You can see how consistent this is. 40,523. So, that a quick 40,000 damage right there. The Trial Atronach, I'm hitting right in the 69 to 71 range with this. I still need to tighten up my rotation a little bit, and I'm sure I can bring that up a little bit. But it is a 70k build on the Trial Atronach right now. You've seen right there, it just hit 40k on this 3 million dummy. It has a lot of potential. It works out very well, and I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun to mess around with. That's all I got here, guys. Trying to keep these short and sweet. If you do have questions, you can always ask in the comments or whatnot, or message me on Discord. I'll help out as much as possible. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it greatly. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe so that you get all the videos that we are putting out for the Update 29 coming out here in a couple weeks. Thank you again, guys, and happy adventuring.